Work on yourself in silence, not for attention, not for praise, but for your future. Real change is never loud. It grows in private moments, early mornings, late nights, and in times when no one is watching or cheering for you. Most people want recognition before they earn results. But recognition does not build strength. It does not create discipline. It does not produce greatness. True greatness is built behind the scenes. When you keep moving forward without validation, when you stay committed without applause, when you improve without telling everyone, something powerful happens. One day, your life begins to speak for itself. People notice your growth, your mindset, your confidence, not because you talked about it, but because you showed it through your actions. Remember this clearly. If you spend more time talking than improving, you slow down your own success. So let's break it down. 6 quiet habits, 6 powerful disciplines, 6 life-changing ways to become someone success cannot ignore. First, take control of your day quietly. Either you control your day or your day controls you. Success does not begin with big chances. It starts with simple mornings, calm and focused mornings. The way you begin your day shapes the rest of your life. Think about this. Most people wake up already distracted. They grab their phone right away. They rush into the day emotionally. They react to everything around them. By the middle of the day, they feel tired, unfocused, and mentally scattered. But disciplined people act differently. They protect their mornings because they understand something important. If you lose your morning, you usually lose your whole day. A productive day does not happen by accident. It is built with intention. Now let's make it practical. Taking control of your day starts with preparation. A farmer does not wake up and throw seeds randomly. He plans ahead. He prepares the land. He works with purpose. Your life works the same way. If you wake up without direction, distractions will choose your direction for you. Start your day with purpose. Wake up a little earlier. Sit quietly for a few minutes. Think before the world gets noisy. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be today? Not next month or next year, today. Because life is built one day at a time. The future is created through your daily actions. Understand this clearly. You do not need a perfect routine. You need clear priorities. Focus on small habits that slowly shape your life. Read something useful. Move your body. Write your goals. Protect your focus. These actions seem small, but when repeated daily, they create powerful results. Think of a plane leaving one city for another. If its direction changes slightly, it ends up somewhere completely different. Small changes matter. Daily habits matter. That is why successful people respect routines. Not because they are exciting, but because they produce results. Here is something important. Stop giving your best energy to distractions. Too many people waste their mornings reacting to notifications instead of building their future. Protect your attention, protect your energy, protect your peace, because where your focus goes, your life follows. What you feed grows. Let's go deeper. Controlling your day also means controlling your emotions. Not every problem deserves panic. Not every inconvenience deserves anger. Calm people make better choices. Focused people build better lives. When challenges come, slow down. Breathe. Think clearly. A captain in a storm does not shout at the ocean. He steadies the ship. That is your job, to steady yourself. Emotional control is life control. Now let's talk about consistency. Many people start strong, but few continue quietly. That is why consistency is rare and valuable. Anyone can feel motivated for a day, but can you stay disciplined for months or years? Can you keep improving when no one notices? That is where greatness is built, in quiet consistency. Success is simply a few basic habits repeated every day. Your daily routine is shaping who you are. Every time you choose discipline, you become more disciplined. Every time you choose focus, you become more focused. Your habits are building your future silently. That is why managing your day matters so much. A successful life is just a series of successful days, repeated again and again. Not luck, not magic, just discipline. Do not wait until everything falls apart to value structure. Build structure now, because disciplined habits protect you during hard times. They keep you stable, focused, and strong. Over time, those quiet, structured days turn into a powerful life. So wake up with intention. Move with purpose. Guard your focus. Control your emotions. Stay consistent. When you quietly control your days, you slowly take control of your life. Second, build new skills quietly. Your future depends on what you learn, not what you already know. Think about that. Most people want a better life, but they do not focus on becoming more capable, more skilled, or more useful. That is the gap. Life does not reward desire. It rewards ability. Listen carefully. Learning new skills is not loud work. It is quiet work. It happens when no one is watching, no one is praising, no one is clapping. It happens through repetition, practice, and patience. Skills are built in silence, but results are seen in public. Think of a craftsman. A skilled carpenter does not become great overnight. He makes mistakes. He cuts wrong. He measures incorrectly. But he keeps improving, slowly and patiently. One day, people admire his work, but they do not see the years behind it. That is how life works. Here is a truth many people avoid. If you do not actively improve yourself, you will stay where you are. Life does not upgrade you automatically. You must upgrade yourself. Now let's make it simple. Choose one skill that will improve your future. Not many, just one. It could be communication, writing, leadership, or something technical or creative. Pick one and commit to it. Study it daily, practice it daily, improve it daily, even if it is just for 30 minutes. Because consistency matters more than intensity. Small progress repeated every day becomes powerful over time. Understand this deeply. Most people quit too early, not because something is too hard, but because progress feels slow. They expect quick results, but skills grow slowly. Like a tree, you plant it today, water it tomorrow, and protect it for months before it becomes strong. Now let's talk about discomfort. When you learn something new, you will feel uncomfortable. You will make mistakes. You will feel slow. That is normal. It is part of growth. Discomfort is not failure. It is a sign that you're improving. Most people stop when things get hard, but successful people continue quietly and consistently. They practice when they are tired. They learn when they are busy. They improve when no one is watching. That is why they grow. Here is a powerful idea. Every skill you learn becomes part of who you are. At first, you struggle, then you improve, then you become capable. Finally, you become confident. That is the process. Now think about your own life. What skills are you avoiding? What growth are you delaying? Time will not wait. Skills will not develop on their own. You must decide to improve and take action daily. Your income will never be higher than your skill level. That is not punishment. It is a principle. If you want more from life, you must become more capable. Let's bring it together. Learning skills quietly is powerful because there is no pressure, no noise, no ego, just pure growth. Over time, that quiet effort becomes visible success. People will see your confidence, your ability, your results. But they will not see the hours you invested. And that is fine. Real growth does not need attention. It needs consistency. So choose a skill. Commit to it. Improve it daily, even when it feels small. Even when progress feels slow. Even when no one notices. One day, that skill will change your life. What you practice in private becomes your strength in public. Keep learning. Keep improving. Keep building yourself quietly and consistently. Talk less and work more. Let your results speak. There is power in silence. Not silence from ignorance, but silence from discipline. Most people talk about what they want to do. They explain their plans. They share their goals. But after all that talking, little changes. Talking is easy. Doing is what matters. Think about a seed. It does not announce its growth. It grows quietly underground. One day, it becomes a strong tree. That is how your life should grow, through action, not constant explanation. Every time you talk too much about your plans, you lose some of the energy needed to complete them. Slowly, talking replaces action. You feel productive, but you are not moving forward. So instead of saying it, do it. Instead of explaining, execute. Instead of seeking approval, focus on progress. The world does not reward ideas. It rewards action. Many people have ideas, few act on them. That is why action is valuable. Successful people are not always loud. They are often working quietly. While others talk, they build. While others post, they practice. While others plan, they execute. Over time, actions always speak louder than words. Most successful people are not the loudest in the room. While others explain, they build. While others post, they practice. While others plan, they execute. Over time, that gap becomes obvious. What you do every day will always say more than what you say once in a while. So ask yourself, how much time do you spend talking about your goals? And how much time do you spend actually working on them? Life responds to action, not just intention. There is nothing wrong with sharing ideas, but talking too much about them can be a problem. It lowers urgency. It creates a fake feeling of progress. You feel like you did something, even though nothing has changed yet. So reduce the noise. Say less. Do more. Talk less. Work more. The quiet worker always beats the loud talker. A craftsman does not stand around describing his work. He works, he builds, he improves, and then people notice. Not because he announced himself, but because the work spoke for him. That is your path too. Let your results introduce you. Let your discipline define you. Let your work represent you, not your words. You do not need to convince the world. You need to stay committed to your work. In time, your progress will speak louder than anything you could say. Fourth, be patient. Big things take time. Small things happen fast. Let that settle in. Most people do not fail because they lack talent. They fail because they lack patience. They begin with excitement. They want quick results. They want change right away. But life does not work like that. Nature makes this clear. A seed does not turn into a tree overnight. A river does not cut through mountains in a day. A strong base is never built in a rush. Anything meaningful takes time. Time is not the enemy. Impatience is. Listen carefully. Patience is not sitting still and waiting. It is active discipline. It means you keep doing the work even when results are not visible yet. That is real strength. Anyone can work when progress comes fast, but only a few can keep going when it feels like nothing is happening. Think about your own life. How many times have you quit too early? How many times have you changed direction just before progress was about to show up? That is the danger of impatience. It makes you leave growth too soon. But success is often just past the point where most people stop. If you do not quit, you cannot fail forever. Your effort is never wasted. Even when you cannot see results, even when progress feels slow, even when nothing seems to change, something is still happening. Quietly inside, you are building discipline, character, and resilience. And those things take time. Now let's talk about frustration. Impatient people get upset easily. They check progress every day. They compare themselves to others. They try to rush the process. Wise people see it differently. They understand seasons. There is a planting season, a waiting season, a growing season, and a harvest season. Each one matters. You cannot rush a harvest. You can only prepare for it. What you rush, you often ruin. What you respect grows. Here is a strong truth. Success is not delayed, it is developed. And development takes time. The person you are becoming cannot be built overnight. Your mindset, your habits, your discipline, none of these come instantly. They are slow construction. Think of a craftsman again. He does not hurry his work. He respects the process. He knows quality takes time. Because of that, his work lasts. Your life should be built the same way, not rushed, not forced, but developed. Patience does not mean doing nothing. It means staying steady. Even when results are invisible, even when motivation fades, even when doubt shows up, you remain consistent. You remain committed. You remain patient. Consistency is patience in action. Bring this into real life. Every successful person you admire had to wait, struggle, and push through for years. What kept them going was patience. Here's the truth. Many people miss. Delay is not denial. Delay is development. Life is shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you. So when things feel slow, do not stop. Slow progress is still progress. Patience is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is the ability to trust the process. When results are not visible yet, patience gives you the discipline to continue when others quit. That is where success is formed. Quietly, slowly, powerfully. So be patient with your growth. Stay steady with your effort. Trust the process you cannot yet see. Fifth, protect your energy. Stop giving yourself to everything. Guard your time like it is your biggest asset, because it is. One of the most ignored rules of success is energy control. Not just time control, but energy control. Your energy is your life force. It shapes how you think, how you act, how you perform, and how you grow. Most people lose it every day without even noticing. They give it to distractions. They give it to people. They give it to noise. They give it to things that do not matter. By the end of the day, they have nothing left for themselves.
Where your energy goes, your life goes.
Not everything deserves your attention. Not every message needs a reply. Not every opinion deserves a reaction. Not every situation needs your involvement. But many people act like everything is urgent. Everything feels important. Everything gets their response. That is how energy gets spread thin. Think of your energy like water in a container. If the container has too many holes, the water leaks out everywhere and nothing remains. But if you protect the container, the water stays strong, focused, and useful. That is your life. If you let everything into your mind, you will feel mentally tired. If you let everyone into your time, you will feel emotionally drained. If you let every distraction pull you, you will lose your direction. A focused mind builds a strong life. A scattered mind creates confusion. Here is a truth many people ignore. Your environment shapes your energy every day. The talks you join, the content you consume, the people around you, the emotions you allow in, all of it matters. Energy moves from one place to another. If you stay around negativity, you slowly become negative. If you stay around focus, you become focused. That is why protection matters. Not isolation, protection. Protecting your energy means saying no. No to distractions. No to useless stress. No to habits that waste time. No to people who drain your focus. And yes to growth, peace, discipline, and purpose. You cannot build a strong life with scattered energy. Ask yourself, what is draining me? What is stealing my focus? What is weakening my discipline? Awareness is the first step toward change. High performers are not always doing more. They are doing less, but better. They remove noise. They cut distractions. They put their energy where it matters. That is why they move faster. Focus multiplies effort. 1 hour of focused work is worth more than 10 hours of distracted effort. Look at your daily routine. How many things are pulling your attention? How many are stealing your focus? How many are draining your energy? And how many of them truly matter? Discipline is not only what you do, it is also what you refuse. Protecting your energy also means protecting your mind. Because your mind is where decisions are made, and decisions shape your life. If your mind is messy, your choices become weak. If your mind is clear, your choices become powerful. That is why stillness matters. Silence matters. Focus matters. You do not need to react to everything. You do not need to answer everything. You do not need to be involved in everything. Stay centered. Stay focused. Stay strong. Every day, your mind is giving you instructions. Sometimes it says, do the work. Other times it says, maybe tomorrow. Sometimes it pushes you forward. Sometimes it pulls you backward. And the direction of your life depends on which voice you choose to follow. Most people want success. They want a better future, better health, better finances, better opportunities. But wanting is... Every distraction you avoid becomes energy you keep. And every bit of energy you keep becomes power you can use for your future. A disciplined life is a protected life. Protect your mornings. Protect your focus. Protect your emotions. Protect your attention. If you give your energy away too easily, you will never have enough left to build your life. But if you guard it and use it wisely, you begin to grow faster, think clearer, act stronger, and slowly, your life starts to change. So stop giving yourself to everything. Start giving yourself to what matters. Your life is shaped by what you allow into your mind. Sixth, protect your mind. If you want a strong life, you must first build a strong mind, because everything starts there. Every choice, every habit, every direction you take begins in your thinking. That is why your mind must be protected, not from effort, but from noise, distraction, negativity, and confusion. The world is full of it. Negative talks, negative thoughts, negative spaces, constant distractions, constant information, constant noise. If you are not careful, it will enter your mind. And once it gets in, it starts shaping the way you think. What you allow into your mind today becomes your life tomorrow. Think deeply about this. A garden does not grow without protection. If you plant something valuable, you must guard it from weeds, animals, and anything that can destroy growth. Your mind works the same way. You are planting ideas, habits, and direction. But if you allow negativity to enter freely, it will quietly destroy your growth. Distractions are not always loud. Sometimes they are silent. Sometimes they feel harmless. Sometimes they seem normal. But they slowly steal your focus, weaken your discipline, and reduce your potential. That is what makes them dangerous. You often do not notice the damage until time has passed. A distracted mind cannot build a disciplined life. Your mind is always taking in something, always learning something, always being shaped by something. So the real question is not whether your mind is being influenced. The real question is, what is influencing your mind? Because whatever you keep taking in, you slowly become. Negativity is heavy. It slows you down. It weakens your thinking. It drains your energy. Many people carry it through conversations, thoughts, and environments without even knowing it. But successful people are careful, very careful. They do not accept every opinion. They do not absorb every emotion. They do not join every negative conversation. They protect their inner world because they know a strong life needs a protected mind. Guard your thoughts like you guard your future, because they are connected. What are you watching every day? What are you listening to? What are you thinking about again and again? What kind of people are shaping your mindset? All of it is influencing you quietly and constantly. You cannot build discipline in a chaotic mind. You cannot build focus in a distracted mind. You cannot build success in a negative mind. First, you need clarity. And clarity comes from protection. Protect your attention, protect your emotions, protect your thoughts. You do not need more information. You need more focus. You do not need more noise. You need more silence. You do not need more distraction. You need more direction. Focus is the skill of saying no to everything that does not matter. When you protect your mind, something powerful begins to happen. You think more clearly. You act more intentionally. You make better choices. Slowly, your life improves. Not because the world changed, but because your thinking changed. Your mind is your greatest asset, but also your most vulnerable one. Guard it carefully, feed it wisely, train it daily. Whatever enters your mind will eventually shape your life. Choose discipline over distraction. Choose clarity over confusion. Choose growth over negativity. A protected mind creates a powerful life. Bring it all together. 6 quiet ways, 6 disciplines, 6 decisions. Master your day, build your skills. Talk less, work more. Be patient. Protect your energy. Protect your mind. This is not loud work. It is silent work, but it creates a strong life. Success does not belong to noise. It belongs to discipline. It belongs to focus. It belongs to people who build themselves in silence. Stay consistent. Stay focused. Stay disciplined.